All right. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna. I'll think of a name for this video. But anyway, we're gonna have a discussion about something that I've always have known, but you know, I've discussed this before in other videos. I had a discussion with a Christian today about about this whatever, right? And it was basically about DNA, right? Now the discussion, it was like DNA in the Bible. You know, basically the person was basically telling me that the baby has two forms of DNA, right? Not the baby, but I think she was confusing the baby with the mother, and the baby is it's two different entities, right? The baby is a separate entity from the mother. Now I kept trying to I don't know why I keep having to explain this over and over again to people. You know, I keep explaining to how if semen or sperm is a living organism, which we all should know what it is, right? We all should know that semen is a living organism, right? Now, DNA is in it is in the semen, right? Now, I'm going to say this again. DNA is in the semen. Like I've always said that the DNA can be altered a little bit. Well, the kid might have straight hair instead of nappy hair, you know, but the kid might be a little lighter. That's because the DNA is altered. It does look. Let me not go there. The problem, the thing I'm trying, my point that I've been trying to get at is like, you know, if a man shoots semen or sperm into a vagina, that's his living organism, a living DNA going into the vagina. The woman incubates the semen. The semen turns into a baby in 9 months. The semen is actually a baby. Sperm is actually a baby. Now, I don't understand why I gotta keep saying this over and over again to people. Now, all this Googling, I did a little bit of research. Just like I said, this is gonna be a little short video. It ain't gonna be nothing real long because I've discussed this before, and it really ain't. Like I said, it's nothing for me to explain it to somebody. Now, hold on, let me find it. I'm trying to find it here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, now I want you, whoever listen to this video. This is why I always tell people that the father, the child that you have, right? The child is actually the father's baby. Okay, a woman only incubates the baby. The baby grows inside the woman's womb. Okay, now, let me show you this, and please explain to me how does this make any sense? No, and I will read this to you. It says here, DNA is used to perform certain tasks in the cell, such as protein synthesis, mitosis, and meiosis. But check this out. It is not ever alive. Listen. It is not ever alive. Since DNA is check this out, since DNA is not a living organism, it isn't alive. While it is inside the cell, and it isn't alive when it is outside the cell. It is never alive because it is not a living organism. Okay, now let's look at this logically. Look at what I showed you logically. So basically, what this is saying to me that the man is shooting some dead semen. The semen is dead. Okay, the sperm is dead, and the sperm is dead, but the baby still being born with DNA. Now, explain to me, how does this make any sense to you? All you scientists, or anybody that's going to school for this mess, please inform me of what's going on here. Because somebody lying. You guys expect me to believe that my semen, my sperm is dead. So I'm shooting dead sperm into a woman. Does this truly make sense? If this makes sense to you, you guys are just as dumb as a person who wrote this. Trust me, you are just as dumb as any of these scientists that wrote this. Now, you look this up for yourself. I just say, is DNA alive? Now, I asked another question, right? I asked him what does DNA. I forgot what I asked, but now I said, what is DNA? And I can't remember exactly what I asked. Now, okay, but now check this out. Now, explain to me now. How does this make sense to you? Now, we remember now. In the other thing I just showed you, it clearly said DNA was not alive; it was dead. Now, okay, I remember. I asked. I said, "Where does DNA come from?" Now, this is what popped up after this. You can read this for yourself. It says here, your genome, which is DNA, is inherited from your parents, half from your mother and half from your father. The gametes are formed during a process called meiosis, like your genome. Each gamete is unique, which explains why siblings from the same parents do not look the same. Okay, now let's stop there. Now, let's think about this here. First you tell me that my DNA is dead. Then you tell me that this DNA, which is so-called dead, it's inherited from your parents, from half from your mother and half from your father. Now, I'm going to ask another question. Maybe somebody can answer this for me. How is this child getting half DNA from the mother when all the semen comes from me? There's no way that's feasibly possible. If semen comes out of my body, right, if semen comes out of my body, right, and then I put my semen inside a vagina, right, and I literally make the baby because I'm basically make the baby because the baby comes from me. Please explain how is DNA half hers and half mine. I don't care what these lying scientists these lying scientists are saying here. You can look at this again because I can. First you tell me the DNA's dead, then you say you get half DNA from your mother and your father. Look at it for yourself. Okay, now I'm thinking about what's that? I think what's it called ancestry, right? I can't remember it was ancestry something. Now, if you are tracing your ancestry, right, and this other thing, this other Google thing, this other Google that I Google I asked is DNA alive, right? How are you tracing your ancestry down a tree whatever with dead DNA? This DNA will be untraceable because it's dead. There's no way. There's no way you can trace your ancestry DNA, right? There's no way with dead DNA. Yeah, I said it. So someone needs to. I'm asking the question. I'm not trying to spread conspiracy theories, none of that. I'm asking the question: how are you tracing, so-called DNA that's not alive with other people in Africa, other people in Europe that you guys are claiming they have the same DNA, and the DNA is not alive? Now, now, check this out. Now, does this make any sense to you? I got one more thing that I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let it ride. Now, I want you guys. I want you guys to look at this. Read it out. Maybe I'll read it. It says here DNA samples are taken by rubbing a cotton tip swab on the inside of the cheek of the mother and father. And all three DNA samples are sent to a lab. The lab compares the samples for a match. Where is DNA paternity testing done? Now, the question is this, which I can prove that they're lying to y'all, right? Okay, no, they're not really. What they're doing is like they're like they only get DNA from the man. Okay, they don't need a woman's DNA, right, to get the if that child, the child that's born, whatever, is that man's child. They only need the man's DNA because look, think about it. The man's DNA is gonna do what? Match that child. They don't need the woman's DNA. This is why a man can take the baby and you go get a DNA test done without the mother. Okay? Now, but the problem I'm having is this. Why are you taking a DNA samples, but the DNA is not even alive? How are you taking DNA samples, right? And the DNA of my child or it's coming from me is not alive. Okay. I'm just wondering. That doesn't make any sense. So basically, what they're saying is that a dead body that's dead can actually get somebody pregnant. This is what they're saying. If you guys are truly idiots for believing all this mess you guys believe. It's ridiculous. You guys have wasted all this money on school for what? To be lied to. These people are professional lawyers. The Bible says the father, you know, I'm not even gonna go down. You know, the father carries the seed. Okay. So therefore, there's another win for God and another loss for you scientists. But anyway, I'm done. Peace.